Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today my friends we're going to be talking about the new trailer of Rise of the Ronin. IGN just dropped a new little tidbit. We're going to be reacting / analyzing as we do on the channel, and without further ado, let's get started. Actually, that was a lie. Quick little thing. My goal was to hit 100 subscribers by the end of February. We're currently sitting at 110, which is phenomenal, if I might say. And I wanted to take this second just to say thank you. It would have literally been impossible without you guys. Today's goal is 5 likes. Same as usual. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get started into the video.
Sure.
This would work better with sound on. I believe this is going to be like a combat breakdown.
My dear sister, 2 months have passed since my last letter.
Do you have to play as a dude in this game? Because I did hear that it's going to be character creation. I haven't seen any of the character creation happening so far, but maybe finally they'll be showing us in this trailer. You do have a sister, so that's fun information.
Time does move slow when you have little to do. As I sit and wait in this dreary cell, I watch the courtyard outside with great intrigue. Yesterday, I witnessed something quite special. A crow landed close to my window.
This sounds like someone is trying so hard to sound deep. I don't know, you let me know how you feel, but this really feels like the guy is trying so hard to sound deep. But let's
attempting to grasp a piece of bread lodged just beyond its reach. This determined creature tried time and time again, but its beak was too short and too thick. Eventually the crow left in what I concluded was defeat. But to my amazement, the crow flew back with a stick in its feet. This cunning bird used the stick to dislodge the food and fly away with its prize. A small victory.
Rise of the Ronin. Not only are we delivering awesome gameplay, we're delivering some really good crow facts. Some crow cinematics. Okay.
But it reminded me of our struggle. And that we...
Is that the same guy?
A small victory.
They kind of look like they have the same face model. Is that not okay for me to say?
But it reminded me of our struggle, and that we must adapt if our plan is to succeed. Some may shun the outsiders' weapons and tactics, but we cannot be afraid to embrace them in pursuit of our goals.
Alright, so now we have this story reason for why you're using westernized weapons. So I guess your sister has been kidnapped, and now you're trying to find her while mounting a rebellion of some sort against the new invaders.
Spread the word to our allies. We must be like the crow.
Chapter 2 of the fight. Interesting to have us start at Chapter 2. Or is this the second developer commentary that they're doing? I guess it's the second episode. Kind of like what they did for Suicide Squad. They had episodes 1, 2, and 3 about like behind the scenes. I'm guessing they're doing the same thing for Rise of the Ronin, and this is the second one.
Action remains at the core of Rise of the Ronin. It is the culmination of our previous work on action games as Team Ninja.
Team Ninja's action is known for its high speed and difficulty. We feel it's part of the player's expectations as well.
Yes, 100% it's a part of my expectations. You've hit it right on the head. I do expect fast, fluid, engaging combat from Team Ninjas. You guys let me down with Ninja Gaiden 3. Let's see if you guys can do better around this time. Oh, sure. Is that the first time we've seen Shuriken? The way he's throwing the shuriken makes me feel like the shuriken is going to be a consumable item. Like you're gonna have like a maximum of like 5 or something that you can control with the D-pad, and if you press it multiple times, you can throw multiple. And then obviously, if you, because I'm guessing there's gonna be a skill tree, kind of like in Neo, and then the more points you put in, like the ninja skill tree, will allow you to throw more shurikens, or maybe to at least hold more consumable items, and maybe throw them at a faster rate.
There's the importance of action in gameplay, and the power of authenticity you get from a period drama story.
Is she using her bow as a melee weapon? That look, you can see the bowstring right over there. This is a bowstring. Which implies, because you can use a rifle as a melee weapon, well, a bayonet as a melee weapon, which implies that you'll also be able to use the bow as a melee weapon as well, which could be interesting.
Whilst I was visiting places such as Shokosunjuku or Meirin-gakusha, I realized how locals were truly dedicated to their studies at the time. There were plenty of academic manuals, including research on the Dutch and Occidental weaponry. At a time when Japan was isolated and people couldn't access any information from the rest of the world, it was incredible to see the amount of foreign information, worldly cultures, and teachings they were studying.
It is nice that the developers are taking the time to make sure the game is historically accurate. I mean, obviously, I don't need all of my video games to be historically accurate, but if you're going to make a period drama type of video game, you do need some sort of historical accuracy, to be fair, to be frank.
They then put this to good use in order to build Japan's future. I believe we managed to convey that in Rise of the Ronin as well.
Looking at the Bakumatsu era, there were
This is giving Last Samurai vibes. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's great.
many
movie.
philosophers with different schools of thought. They can be split into pro and anti-shogunate ideologies. These ideologies fought and contrasted with each other. The goal was to look at how this fight would translate in the action, which weapons and fighting styles would be adopted, and first of all, why that fight was happening.
Ready yourselves!
I hope you get to choose which side of history you're going to be on, because there wasn't a lot of implication of choice in choosing sides. I hope this is also going to apply to the story. Can you be anti-shogun? Can you be pro-shogun? I really hope these are things that are going to answer in this trailer, or I mean in this breakdown, or later on in other behind the scenes that they'll probably be releasing throughout the coming weeks until Rise of the Ronin comes out.
Looked at each personality, along with the choice of weapon, and worked out how to make these battles authentic within Ronin.
The more we researched, the more we found. The Munen Star.
Pause. Okay, okay. Oh my god, yes, thank you. That's a lot of information we got over here. So, okay. We have the pole arm, we have bayonets, we have a thick boy. Not a scimitar, but close enough. This is what I'm most excited for, barehanded. If we have a barehanded skill tree, it's about time. More games where you have like character customization and things like that needs a little bit more fists, some more gauntlet action. I love swords, I love daggers, I love knives, but I just love it when a guy can come in and just, you know, give me the left, right, good night special. That's what I'm looking for. Then we got Naginata over here, also level 15. Is this the pole arm that's level 15, or is this the character that's level 15? Dual wielding, and then Odachi over there. Map, mission equipments, ability, combat style. Interesting. We have our styles up here. That's 4 different stances, I'm guessing. Mid, high, low, balanced, maybe? And something over here that hasn't been unlocked yet. Bonds. This is for sure going to be showing you the relations that you have with the other NPCs in the game. Encyclopedia, you guys know what that is, and then systems menu. Cool. Then we have, in the last video, if you guys go check it out, I'll link it over here. In my last video, I talk about how a lot of your special abilities are going to be linked to one of the trigger buttons, and then one of the phase buttons. And we have it confirmed over here. R1 square, that's blue dragon, R1 triangle, origami song. So if you guys want to stay up to date on new stuff and have access to my observation site that I have, you have to be sure to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, ding the notification button so you never miss a video. Then we have our normal attack over here, charge attack. You can hold square to charge attack, advanced attack, and encounter spark. This is definitely the abilities that come with the pole arm. It's a fair assumption to believe that all weapons will have their skills and attributes. In attributes, I guess the pole arm is an advanced weapon, probably something that's a bit more difficult to use. We have our attack or style type. This is definitely high stance. Well, I'm guessing every weapon will be able to be used in any style, but some weapons will be more beneficial in different stances than in others. That's my guess. And then we have 4 stats over here. I'm fairly certain that we're going to have more stats available in the game. This is the stats that the weapon is going to... These are at least the attack stats. Strength, intelligence, dexterity, and charisma. And we do see that the dexterity has a ninja star. Further pushes my belief that the more you increase dexterity, the more you can increase your shuriken damage and hopefully capacity. It's a lot of information in one page. Okay, let's.
And the Hokushinto style.
Oh. Okay. Strength, intelligence, charisma, dex, which is... Okay, I'm guessing these are going to be the 4 attributes you can level up when it comes to your damage. Or at least this is the 4 attributes that your weapons are going to scale with. I didn't even read. Shinto Munen Ryu. A combat style that values raw attacking power and charging headlong at the enemy. Great for pole arms.
The Munen style.
Oh, and you can enhance the weapon by increasing your bond level with certain characters. So Shinsaku Tagasuki probably is a pole arm user, and then when you train with him and you achieve the novice rating, it increases your bond level, which allows you to increase your probably your weapon damage, and will also most likely give you access to new abilities.
And the Hokushinto style as well demonstrated how these people lived their life through the katana, how it was their weapon of choice.
It was here where we really felt the power of history.
From that period, as we moved towards the modern era, weaponry changed. For example, handguns were introduced.
Oh, that is cool. So there are, as you guys know, you do have a grappling hook, and the grappling hook seems to have a lot of combat potential, which I'm a huge fan of. I like when games are able to incorporate combat and traversal together. I would like to see a little bit more. Can you jump from like wall to wall and then into combat a la Ninja Gaiden? I would like to see more of that. I don't think they're going to be going that route, but it'd be pretty cool.
We had to think how to integrate them and balance the use of them with close combat, which meant we had to develop gameplay that incorporated both close combat and ranged attacks.
The bayonet was a logical addition when we thought of developing new weapons for Ronin.
Well, yeah, it's like the perfect melee slash long range weapon. It's something you can't just pop off like an AR. And then you have the pointy end at the end of it, which is great for melee combat. This is an obvious choice for a historically accurate drama, I guess.
It perfectly suits the Bakumatsu era. We dedicated time to working on adding new gimmicks and the fighting actions.
This game is completely original. As an action game, I believe that it wasn't necessary to make the game resemble a history textbook. It was about creating a reality that was totally plausible in Rise of the Ronin's universe. The team would either agree or disagree to several ideas each day to crystallize what was possible in this game's universe.
You know, I really like that approach. What is plausible in the world of Rise of the Ronin? Because I do think that some games kind of become victims of their own ambitions when they're trying to put too much in the game where it feels lunacy even in their old world, or they're trying to stick too close to reality, which ends up making the game feel more like a simulator than an actual game. So to have developers be like, hey, let's take a second and let's think what is possible in the realm of our universe, makes the game feel way more immersive, even if there's going to be some wild and fantastical things in it.
When it comes to action, first I look at something that is humanly possible. Actions you are able to achieve through exercise and training. This is the action that I wanted to make, rather than people just flying around. I wanted to explore what is possible for humans to achieve after long years of dedicated training.
I know. Tag along with me, will you?
What we insisted on most
Sakamoto.
whilst building Rise of the Ronin story was creating a bond system. We looked at the bond you create.
Oh, that's a nice parry. Look at that. Was that a character switch? That felt like a
We looked
character
at the
switch.
bond you create with other historical figures. Then they can either help you or become opponents.
Won't lay a finger on me!
Depending on the people you take with you, this will also affect the techniques you can use too. Having a certain character with you will bring something unique. It also allows for unexpected combinations that might prove to be worthwhile. You can switch between characters as well.
Boom! Okay, so now the game is getting interesting. You can have up to 4 people in your party, is what I remember. I know you can have up to 3 people online plus you, so I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing with your AI companions. You set up your companions in a way that they are going to complete what you can't do, and then you can just switch it up in the middle of combo. Oh my god, I can see it right now. The combo potential you can have in this game is going to be wild because you can switch characters mid-combat.
It was a lot of work to create the system, but it was definitely the right thing to do.
There is also the ability to read an enemy's moves to your advantage that is unique to this game. This is demonstrated through the counter-spark system. Actions used based on the opponent's moves.
Oh, I get it. So because you are using the... Like, even though the rope ability isn't a counter ability per se, the fact that he used it while someone was doing a throw turns it into a counter. That's impressive.
Actions used based on the opponent's moves. It needs to be used with precise timing. And you have to be able to predict your enemy's moves. A large part of the combat in Ronin is based around a wide variety of actions you can choose to combat your enemies.
Overkill.
It was essential for us that the player gets positive feelings from the action, to feel the battles, and for the enemy actions to look cool. However, as we set the stage for the game and built its story, the period drama aspect was a strong element that we always kept in mind.
I don't think they had gliders in the period drama, but I'm not a historian. Changing seasons confirmed in the game. That's a fun little tidbit.
This nation is in your hands!
Okay, chapter 3, The Cause, coming soon. Well, this seems hella interesting. I'm excited. I am looking forward to seeing what the game is going to be about. I'm super excited for Rise of the Ronin. We still haven't seen any of the character customization or character creation. I don't know if I'm making this up, but I remember them talking about character creation and character customization. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section below. Listen, I'm going to be making another video on Rise of the Ronin Chapter 3, The Cause, when that comes out. Until then, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you don't want to, well, remember, at the end of the day, I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.